That's the variant that doesn't have the hide on it. I guess. All our late game cards. This will be a nice little kill zone. A bunch of spots for the frosty bait. There we go. Mana siphon. There we go. Pick your houses. Kind of does it. We don't really have enough, but once we kill one of these guys. Hey, Frostkeep got a kill. For you, Frostkeep. Conductive snow. Most important. My thoughts on spreading versus overlapping. Overlapping has significant advantages. Just because how slow works in this game in particular. On here is going to be good. There's definitely like, I think you'll reach almost a saturation point and start having diminishing returns from overlapping, potentially. Depends on how converged the lanes you do have come through that area. Hey Khan, how you doing today, man? Need range cards. Is the snow over the grass? No, it's just the angle of the camera makes it look like it's over the grass. But all of the snow is over a path line. You mean top? No. The angle of the camera will make it look like it's over the grass. But all the snow is spawned above the path line. Whooping cough might actually come into play sooner. It looked like a bug? Okay, you can see here, it's clearly a sheet falling down. Because there's no shadows. Well, I mean, there are on the ground, but even up here, you'd see this shadow sort of coming closer to where it falls. They're getting close. They get close. They definitely get close. You clip it, you do that. So we're just not going to touch that. And just run stuff down the middle. Snowflakes have been changed from cubes to 2D sprites, apparently for performance reasons. There was no mention of physical, like in-game interaction size, like collision size, but that doesn't mean they haven't changed. I wonder if I hit that one for when Oogie comes, or if we just let Oogie come from the short line. Run the risk of that one split. Get him. Get him. No. Okay. Right, live through this. Oh, hey Tyler. No one can see that, just so you know. Not even me. Conductive 2 so we can get range. Super important. Oh, now Oogie will come from the long line. Yeah. It's a Twitch interface thing. And once we get range, I think things will get through here. Posted the clip earlier too. Yeah. Twitch takes out all the links. There's no option to allow clips from my channel only. Range game. We do need dehydration though. house there was really nicely timed. I like it. Yeah, drums kick in pretty hard. Okay, flammable snow for burn. Here comes Oogie. Through the snow. Where's my range? So range is gonna, I wouldn't say double, but come close to it. I think the frost keep damage. Alright, Oogie, get snowed. We don't have the chance to be frozen in play yet. And we don't have razor blade snow either. His hitbox as big as his, maybe? Doesn't seem to have the height. Let's go more flammable snow. Oh, I definitely want to get bleedy snow happening. Let's go attack this against bleeding. Would like some range though, game. Any of those range cards. Yeah. I think, yeah, we could all agree the music just overall good, right? Your housemate commented the other day, I like when your streamer plays the drum game. I was watching the headphones. When I read that, my first thought was like a decade-old memory. On our Wii, we had whatever the Drum Hero game was. Percussion Hero? Was it just called Drum Hero? But I had the box kit. I bought it because it was the Drum Hero Metallica. It wasn't Rock Band. It was just... I did have a microphone, so you could play that part, but it didn't have the guitar. Or maybe it did have the guitar. Maybe I got the full kit. Maybe it was just Guitar Hero Metallica with the drum kit. It wasn't Rock Band though. And where we used to live was a like subtropical area, so it was always, you know, mid to high 20s, sometimes low 30s, 80% humidity. Band Hero, maybe it was called Band Hero, yeah. And I used to sit there. My kids were really little at that stage, so they would sit there with the microphone not plugged in, but don't tell them. And I'd be on the drums, just playing the old Metallica songs, sweating worse than Lars with a camel pack, just you know, and it was just the greatest thing ever. Or Vampiric Snow, Yellow Snow 2. So when I read the drum game, I just went straight into thoughts of playing King Nothing, you know, repeatedly, just trying to, you know, get the good score. And yes, I am bopping through King Nothing in my head right now. Yeah, my little 3-year-old Little Miss Panz headbanging to Metallica. It's a great memory. Let's get Bleed, because we do have Bleed crit, although Conductive Snow 3 is huge. I think Conductive Snow 3 is actually too big to pass up right now, because that's +3 shield to everything in the... I really, really do like Until It Sleeps, but I don't know, I feel an overratedness compared to a lot of the other songs, and maybe just because it was a single that got a lot of attention. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, it's a fantastic song. But I just think from around those albums, all of their non-singles were probably worthy of being picked as a make a video and throw it up on MTV and see if it charts, and it probably will sort of level. Yeah, well, I mean, it definitely has that distinct riff, right? Meanwhile, there's like the OG Metallica fans that are complaining that they changed. Yeah, they got older, that's what happens. They actually went out and learnt how to play music. Now, in saying that, I had Master of Puppets and Ride the Lightning and Kill 'Em All. I absolutely love the albums. But even most of the band members will say they didn't really know how to play music back then. They just thrashed it out. It's never too late to pick up an instrument, that's right. Especially these days, like, now don't get too stuck into online learning and tutorials, but there's a lot of good material, especially for beginners, that's really beginner friendly. Especially when it comes to learning to read sheet music while learning that instrument. So many people will sort of push, oh, just learn to play the instrument, don't worry about reading the music. And anyone that can read sheet music will like almost violently tell you otherwise. Like, there are professional musicians that don't know how to read sheet music, like, because there's always someone, even some of the greatest. But just being able to sort of pick the notes up. can help out a lot, especially if you don't like the instrument you start to play, but you already get that leg up on reading music. Makes it easier to sort of try a different instrument out. Unforgiven 2 is a great song, yeah. I do like getting extra poison. Let's go extra poison. Let's see if this turns. If that turns... Oh, let's get another frost keep down though. We still haven't gotten range. Why haven't I gotten range? Frost keep range is definitely going to be a game changer, I think. You actually had to get spare drum kit parts because I played on it so much. I got into really good shape then too. Like I've always been, well, I'm a bit of a dad bod rocker now. But I've always been fairly good shape. Generally had done a lot of physical stuff, sports and outdoorsy. Not super outdoorsy, but like gardening outdoorsy and home construction-y, without getting too, manually laboury stuff. But yeah, when I was playing on, I think it was Banco? I'm gonna have to find this now. Whenever I was playing though, like, and I hadn't drummed before, outside of just, having a bit of a burl, but getting on the drum hero thing, like, it is an intense workout, which is kind of obvious whenever you see any live music played and the drummer's sitting there sweating profusely, in like running shorts and maybe a tank top, and the rest of the band is decked out because it's below 0 and snowing. I got the big forearms and calves genetic. I have the big calves genetics, but there's no foot pedal on the. Oh, was there I don't think there was a tap foot. I think there was one foot pedal, but it wasn't like pressure. It didn't have the same sort of feedback. I think there was a foot pedal, maybe 2. No, I can't remember. I just remember wrapping it out. But if there was a foot pedal, it was definitely not as sort of force required like a bass drum pedal. I don't have big forearm genetics though. But my forearms did hurt a lot. But I couldn't, the problem is, it meant if I wanted to rest, it meant not playing. I wanted to play. It was so fun. And I'm gonna have to look for a thing now. Oh man. I wonder if they got one for the Switch. And then there are the K and J-pop singer idols that jump around on stage. Whole song, don't even break a sweat. Yeah. And they don't just sort of, I mean, they're probably fairly fluid for what they do, but let's get dehydration. Like there are some that have a more erratic sort of dance movement. And that sort of leads to that higher heart rate than more flowing routines. But some of them, like, they go hard. Yeah, they just didn't invent sweat glands over there. It's probably a good idea. Why would you want to do that? Oh no, I don't want that one. Mana goes down. Mana goes steady. So the plan has been to leave the paths behind, even these ones that are close, just leave them behind, leave them behind. Leave this one behind, we're just going to keep which does lengthen the path and the runs, which means we can talk about Metallica stuff. I'm losing mana, am I? Oh, I am too, thank you. So we need like... We're gaining mana now? Or are we holding mana? It looks like we're holding mana. Which is... let's put one there. I think it might have just been Guitar Hero Metallica, but it had a drum option if you're on... You saw Journey live during the revival. Everyone was sitting except Arnel Pineda, running around singing and doing backflips while singing all set. Nice. Might need mana bank soon. I think we're good now. Let's grab this +3. +3 is huge. Where's range? It's going to be a huge boost to performance when we get the range in. One, because you get, with more track coverage, like these guys aren't hitting this track coverage, this half line doesn't count. All these guys with these half lines don't count. So that increases their rate of fire. It'll increase their rate of fire, but it'll also increase the area they're covering. So I wonder if we get a less thick blanket. Good thing our Burning Rain is really taking care of this armor for us now. That was the problem we had in the previous good run, was that at wave 30, the armor dudes just got through. I think I've got another spot for a mana siphon down south. There's a thing on that one. Can't get in there. That one's got 4. No, I don't think I do. That one won't hit up unless they've fixed that. No. Mana siphons can aim down a square, but they can't aim up a square. Oh, that's alright, dude. Better off checking than not checking. Snowflakes per tile per tower is the same. Oh, that's interesting. So the blanket would stay the same. You just get a better blanket. I don't know if I want a university, but maybe. But because we don't have tons of these, I think maybe quality over quantity is fine. Maybe because we're not super investing. So this lane down here doesn't have any ballistas. And he's going to get shot by one, maybe. We haven't taken the freeze card yet either. Oh, because freeze is off 2 health. Right? Range is off 2 shield, which we have taken. And the damage to frozen targets, which I won't be picking unless I have to, is off up 2 armor. Like this one at the back just died from snow. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, this part of the music definitely feels more snowy when you've got snow towers. Definitely feels more snowy. Whoa, Macaps, how many? That's like 30 runs without a split. And then you go triple into eventually a double. No wonder that run took forever. Alright, bleedy snow. I don't know if I can place another tower without having mana issues. Because you don't get the, you know, sometimes you can have a little bit of mana issue in the middle of the wave, and at the start of the wave and the end of the wave you get mana back. You don't with frost towers because they're always on. 3, 7, 10, 13, 14, which means I need 28. Okay, I can put 2 down. I'm setting the progress because they still target an enemy, and that's the one that the target doesn't actually get hit more by them. But that's when they target it, that's what they get experience in. Yeah, it's less noticeable with the other towers because they fire, right, and do stuff. So it makes it feel like it's what they're hitting. But you can see it with any tower that's got mana that and you don't have mana. Crit's good. Where is range? Why no range? Unless you have to have both. No, you don't have to have both things played. Oh, mana's going down a little bit. Okay. Oh, interesting. You're not wrong. Why, though? It's supposed to be 2 per tower, right? 4, 8, 12, 16. Alright, 2 per second. Game development's hard. Let's be nice. Okay, so we either need to open up a mana siphon because it looks like I need 1 point. Or I just take mana bank. I won't take mana bank over range though. I'd rather delete a tower. Frost towers have a huge display bug on mana usage. I don't know if I'd call it a display bug. I'd say they're supposed to be using 2 per second. But they're not quite. And I'm pretty sure I know why if I could be bothered looking at code. If Z was here, he'd be able to confirm that. Range. Okay, we work out that Icebreaker's not so great. Especially since I don't have any frozen enemies. Let's take Frostbite too. It may rise with base damage, but not be showed. Then it would be a lot. It would be a lot worse than what we are now. Really would like Mana Bank though. I don't want to delete a tower, but we might not have the choice. Die, little dude. Being able to toggle a specific tower off would be nice. Hey Scott, is this the coolest run yet? Not yet, but it might be in 8 waves. Wait, have I still got guys walking around the map? Oh, come on. And so since we're just a tiny bit mana short, it means we just get a little bit of a stutter on the blanket. It's almost unnoticeable. Blizzard, we have range. We got Mana Bank. Oh, man. Okay, we can live with this for now, right? We've got to go the range. That's way more of an upgrade than... because now these ones are hitting the back line. And it's still costing the same. And we're only just... like, it's still having a slight stutter. So that bat made it from here through to here without getting hit. Let's watch the bat spawn when this guy dies. He's regenning. Yeah, I'd normally just take whichever one I get offered first. The biggest... so with the mana bank though, because you get a higher max mana, if you do fall behind, it takes longer to run out. it's the initial cost though. The fact that you've got to plonk down a $500, right? Whereas you only need 200 in mana cycle for one. Is it possible that Blizzard was hidden behind HD upgrades? It's not like the dev haven't made that mistake before. Let me have a look at the screenshot that I've got. Which one's HD? So Blizzard is showing behind Conductive Snow 2. That's what it's showing. Which is Shields 2. Oh, health damage? Well, Deep Freeze is behind health damage, which is the 5% chance to freeze enemy. I mean, yeah, it could be possible. There's a lot of communication issues in the game, like, and like the mana bank bug should never have been there with minimum of coding practices. But here we are. Come on, little dudes. Boogie dies. Frozen enemy. So this is the icebreaker one, which I don't know if you can turn off or if you reset if it'll be unbought, but I don't want it. Frostbolts is a maybe, but while I'm getting any ice tower ones shown, I'm going to take them. 5% chance to freeze is okay. Deep freeze is okay. Cooling rods. Okay, icebreaker, which we've worked out is pretty bad, or I can take mana bank now. There you go. Which means I can build more. And with range, with great range comes great wait, that doesn't cover it in range yet. Is this one? That one does. Do I have enough mana for all this? If not, I can, as long as we save some money for mana banks, then we're good. If we don't save money for mana banks, we could be in problem. I do have $7,000 though, so we probably should spend some of it. That will only just ever get in range. I don't know if that one gets built on at all. That one's fine for now. Is that one going to be fine for now? Yeah, with one range, that'll be good. Let's see how we go with this one. Mana is going up at the moment, which means build Frost Keeps. Mana is still going up. +2 near the first 3. I'm not going down that far. I'm going to stay up in this range. I'm going to save some money in case we need to go down the university path. Cool strategy. Thanks, Todd. This one's going to start coming back. Maybe it'll run up there. If it does that, then I might put some on this side. But I doubt it. So how many tiles was it till first split? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. What if that becomes the strategy? Yeah. I'm always walking around the house going I mean, I never leave the house because if I did that in the outside world, people would definitely think crazy. Icebreaker's the bad one. Let's go Frostbite 3. Well, the thing is though, like, if you don't go universities, I think you replace it with taxing the dead cards. Because the university's 8 cards. Is there seance? Does that go up to 4 or 3? So that's either way, it's either 4 or 5 cards in total. So for this strategy, without universities, taxing the dead becomes a lot of money. What do I think about the new marked priority? It only works with lookouts. So as long as you're willing to... As long as marked takes precedence over any other priorities, so you could go mark, like, not that well, let's say you've got most shield. You could change it and... Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think it's just fluff because it got upvoted on Discord. Let's go with it got upvoted the most on Discord. It means you can change strategy very easily on the fly to target something different. So I don't think you'd have multi-levels targeting on here. I think you'd just make it marked. And what that does is it means you can quickly change 2 or 3 towers to effectively change what a bunch of other things are aiming for. So if all of a sudden you're like, oh man, this is the wave where Oogie's going to be a problem, so let's just put everyone on something else. Or with this wave, the kill bots are going to be tough, so it's quickly just changed to the towers to armor. I think it would work. It's a small improvement, which I think adds a little bit of quality to life to the game, but yeah, so I can't really complain about it. I don't think it's very high praiseworthy though. I like the change to the biplanes. Since biplanes are like monstrous damage capability, having them essentially lock onto a target is really strong. Oh, range. We've got range, chat. Yeah, okay, that's changing a lot now. Yeah. 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 Okay. can't place it yet. Okay. I'm gonna lag the game out. The snow particles are gonna lag the game out. Maybe that's why your run took so long, the caps. Not because it actually took that long, it's because the game lagged out and dropped cycles. So you had to... I am negative on mana. Thank you. I distinctly remember reading something in the patch notes that said for increased performance. I do also remember after that saying not going to comment. Yeah. That, I don't even know if that slight improvement is measurable, though. Panz Snow Towers, they slow much, takes forever to win? Yes. So we're not taking Icebreaker. Got to keep reminding myself of that one. But Cooling Rods leads onto Greater Slow. And I think we eventually take that now. Imagine step outside into a beautiful snowscape thinking, oh, this looks beautiful. But then as soon as it touches you, you start bleeding, get poisoned, and catch on fire. And strangely enough, start smelling like urine. Alright, stay the course then. I'll leave it out here for you guys to see how pretty it is. I'll be right back. It's still not finished. Chatsheet.exe activated again. How you doing, Hot Rodster? Ka-chonk, ka-chonk, ka-chonk. He's still, there's more. Okay, so we can make them go slower. Not yet. More range. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Oh, we've got university spots. We haven't found university yet. These idiots gonna get through? They're doing a good job. Very snowy. Like walk back to the computer going, where are the enemies? Lazy little look, they're still coming. With the +2 spot near the siphon above the very first snow tower. Is that the one you pointed out earlier? Oh, there's some absolute zeros. Let's take that. Burning enemies burn faster. That's a maybe. Alright, let's get another frost keep down. What if that reaches now? So that doesn't reach, and we're at +3 range. It's still a good spot, I think. I'm okay with it. I mean, where else are we going to go? Oh, that's a better spot. Yeah, let's... Is there any more on that sort of line at +2? Oh, there's one. That one as well, maybe. We can't afford it. We probably need the mana. Here come the rockets. Right. I think one of the advantages is you don't need to scale your mana consumption, the production. Like it's linear. Place a mana bank, place 2 frost towers. There is no lag. So at the moment, the only thing that could actually be a little bit of a problem is this lane, right? Because there's such a huge gap down to here. So what we could do is just build up on the corners a little bit, just to get more blanket around the side. But because we're going to run out of spots down here to put it, so we may as well push up to the top, I think. What you'll see too is that this one here is actually a worse spot because it doesn't snow in this spot. So that's at 504. That's this one. No, that's a 594 because it hits a lot more tiles. Here's the enemies. And you guys are taking forever. Look at this. How many X's do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we could get a premature portal if this turns into here. In which case then, I don't know what I'd do because I don't want to push that out in case it splits there. We'll probably just grow that one. Oh, I mean, if we got a split there, we can't get a split here because it has to turn. So that's a guaranteed non-split. And it'll also diverge the lanes a little bit. Let's give them another absolute 0 so they're even slower now. At 450 it's pretty bad, but it'll head up into that lane a little bit, which I think is valuable. These guys are like 80% slowed now. Thank you. The thing is, if someone tells you or you notice soon enough, the mana fixes itself with such little effort. Plus one spot in the middle at the start of the shortest lane to cover both. Oh. Let's hope. Nah, it's okay. I'm good. Oh, no, Duff. You're not doing very well today with your hit rates of getting streamer to land towers. That's alright. Everyone has off days. Look at this. Hey, Bork. How you doing, man? I'm great too, man. Yeah, hello, am I late? Look at these, there's the rockets. Ooh. Oh wow, look. Because of the... What am I eating? I made a bolognese, but we didn't have any pasta, so but we did have some penne. So it kind of works. Oh, penne's pasta. Didn't have any spaghetti. And no fettuccine. I actually prefer my spaghetti bolognese as fettuccine bolognese. Monster Studies is okay. The extra chance to freeze is also pretty good. I think that leads onto the super slow. Is that's a 1224 RPM tower. And because it's going to do a little bit of damage and maybe kill some units here, it might actually speed up the waves. Oh yeah, it'll go even higher as well. And if it turns that way, it might even get a little bit more in that tile. And that increases the value of one there as well, which is nice. But also a couple here. Oh, this one we didn't want to put here might actually be good now. It doesn't reach it, it reaches this little bit in there. Right, but it also hits in here. Now it's a decent tower. This is unlosable. This is still fairly short, so there's a little bit of worry here. But other than that, it's pretty close to it. I could also place a few extra towers and not realize I've run out of mana. The extra 10% to max slow though, with this sort of blanket, is so valuable. Like, watch what happens when these guys get hit. They just, the speed difference is so noticeable. Ooh. Anyone watch the slow-mo guys on YouTube? There's a bit where they transition, like they use the live footage and go into slow-mo, and they play that noise when it goes, it does the as it slows down. That's what I'm envisioning what's happening to this little dude. He's running around, right? He's all fast. He's like, yeah, look at me. He's gonna hit his thing and just go, where is it? Wait for it. And now he's slow-mo. I have way more mods than you thought. Oh, like 4? 5? Is anyone here? Oh, and the bot. How linear has this one been going for? I don't think that many. It only really just started to slow down when we got to about here, I think. This was still reasonably quick. There wasn't as many frost towers, so they were running a bit faster. Hey GB, this run's going to go for a little while. We're just going to be hanging out. Okay, what do we reckon this is going to get up to? It's at 1224 at the moment. Oh, that's probably the best outcome. It's 1422 now, and it's going to get even stronger. I think just getting it as thick as possible in here, just to stop that first lane. We do have university, we just haven't taken it yet. But yeah, we've got a bunch of them. But there's not even a point upgrading, like paying for upgrades, because we have on hit there's a 15% chance to freeze. Even a small slow slows them down to the point that they can get hit by more. It's a shame that doesn't meet there. Like that's like it's getting a little bit in there, but look at all that lane it's not getting. Whereas these ones here would be good as well. This could have been, I think if I was doing this again, I'd take out University and Haunted House would go in. You'd just be making so much money because the run time of the waves. Is there a reason to place them close to the lane if they cannot reach the upper lane? So with these ones, if you bring it down a step, even though you're getting closer, you're drawing your range down, so you still won't get that wave. Whereas probably here would be better than this one. Let's find out. Because it's hitting this back row. So this is a 702. That's a 594. So yeah, because you're not hitting that lane or hitting this lane, coming back to this two spot's much better. Whereas this one spot's probably a dead spot for both of the lanes. But now we've got both of them in. And mana's fine. Well, let's grab an extra global shields. we're just pushing on, I guess. Now this is wave 35. Oh, we should have an Oogie. That means Oogie would have spawned from like here. Here he is. So eventually this will become a portal, and we'll know that we're down to portals only. And we'll probably push that one out first. Although, I'd like to push that one out one before a portal, I guess. If I could. Do a count afterwards when the buttons go up. So this is the worst guy at the moment. What's this one now? 1494. Have I got 10 lanes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so we're down to portals only now. So instead of building that one, since that one had to be no portal, I probably should have put there, but I don't think it matters. Come on, you could do it. I'm doing it. I don't know if you are. Should shoot his missiles. We got a little bit of snow down here. Ah, that's an 846. That's nice. Black Hat, yeah, Christmas edition. Yeah, there's 3 cards. The Frost Tree looks really weird now. I hope they make some changes to it. But there's 3 cards for 5% each. %10 damage on crit. There's a lot of cards in the Frost Keep now, so you'd have to pick one of them. Are these 100,000s or these are only tens of thousand? It's like 42,000. We've seen ones in hundreds of thousand. Although there is a lot of shots landing. Ballistas do better. They've also got this one. Frozen enemies take an additional 1 base damage from all damage. I don't think that one's as good as it originally first sounded. I think my brain was trying to say, look, like slowed enemies, but it's not. It's the frozen ones. There's the last absolute zero. So now they go real slowly. It's not lagging. You're lagging. It's a big lake. Yeah, I mean, gotta go ice fishing. Are there any portals? No. I think you have portals till 40, do you? You got some eyes? Nope. Does my tower have a dock for jet skis? Yes. It just puts it away in winter time. I have been on we went on a work thing, and one of the event things was whether you want to say they technically were or technically weren't jet skis. I'm going to say they were close enough, but they were very underpowered. So I guess it's like the safe jet ski option that doesn't quite give you the rush of riding a jet ski, but never lets you be in any danger either. I would not recommend it for a paid thing, but because it was like a work retreat thing, it was something we did in like after the day's meetings while we were away. It was cool. Yeah. The difference, like, I was trying to work out, you know, if you could compare it to a 50cc scooter type deal, but even that's more dangerous because they'll still get up to, you know, like 40, 50 kilometers an hour, which is what, like 25, 30 mile an hour, which is not fast, but for being on a two-wheel open vehicle, and you can fall off them, like that's bad. But these jet skis doing the equivalent downgrade on the water, it's not like anyone knows that coming off water onto water at speed hurts and will take skin off. But at mild speed, it won't. It'll just hurt a little bit, and you could probably even just sort of go with it. Whereas coming off on the road at mild speed still freaking hurts. Can I click on the tab so you can see the stats? Panz got a job? Oh, this was years ago. I have many jobs though. Oh, looks like we're taking Icebreaker now. Or do we take Frostbolt? No, we don't have enough bolts. Let's take Icebreaker now. What stats do we want to see? This is probably the... I mean, this one's only level 5, but it's clocking around at 1494 RPM. It does a couple hundred damage per piece of snow. What's one of the oldest ones? Level 8. We got a level 11. Yeah, it's clocking along at 846. And it's doing 250 to like almost 400 damage. But it's almost going... It's going just over half the speed of the other one. So this one could actually be doing more damage. But this one's probably going to do more damage because the combination of the other snowflakes slows things down more, so this one's more likely to hit, I guess. Tarmac is sanding paper to rip off your skin, yeah. Water only does that at real high speed. And if you skip, but... So I put one here just because. I feel like it's not very good, but, you know, I don't mind getting more down on this area. But other than that, yeah, not really any jet ski. Well, by not really, no other jet ski or jet ski type experience. I've done wakeboarding behind. I don't know how comparatively was. It was fast for me, but it never really felt life-threatening dangerous. The mana bar, yeah, chonk, 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 chonk. What was my favorite job I've had so far? Oh, working in food was always a rush. A lot of fond memories. Plus, the unlimited supply of pizza was a monstrous perk. So definitely pizza management. I mean, I've done a lot of pretty cool game industry stuff, but they've all been short bursts. You know, so you don't actually get too attached to any one of them. Contract work, there's no real connection, you just do the work, and some of it's cool, but you know, a month later you've forgotten about it. The Twitch job would have been my favorite. Well, part of the factor is pay. You know, in terms of just pure enjoyment, well, even then, because if pay is low, then stress is high on the job, even if the actual work is really fun. Come on, little dudes, you can make it. But Panz, we saw that leaked report that showed that Twitch streamers make billions of dollars per day. That's not how it works. Somewhat ironic, this run is going faster than the encampment only run. I think it might be. You feel that the 6+ tower struggles to put all the snowflakes properly. I think he's phoning it in, yeah. Like, look, we're not getting this. I think this rate per minute is, I don't think it's for the tile. I feel like it's for the tower. I could be wrong. But like, I mean, there's this lane here, look, there's no... Where's the snowflakes? Snowflakes. No snowflakes. No snowflakes. Where are they? Oh, we'll stop putting them out. Maybe that's why. Chance to freeze enemies by 5%. Actually, let's take that one. Each tower has the same RPM for each tile. So more tiles... I don't know, like I still feel it's like a random thing because you see some tiles, especially when you've got one tower by itself, you see one tile not getting any love. Yeah, something like that, Blacko. Like they definitely get faster with more coverage. Right? As you can see it, like this one's 1494, that one is 738. So it's probably a calculation on tile coverage, but I don't think each tile has its own sort of fall rate. So it's kind of like a little bit of a... There's got to be some sort of fix on it. Otherwise, bigger tiles just mean you don't get more concentration. You just hit more spots. Alright, that's just getting thwomped. Oh, here comes the beholder. How are the eyes going to do? He's getting slow. Is he getting slow enough? I think so. Is this the stage where you just put frost keeps on every tall tower just because it's a tall tower and that's a rule? I mean, I'm not totally against that. Does this one get another one just because then? Sure, why not? It hits a little... that sucks that they made it a half. Why did they make it a half? Okay, so think about something like this. It's only got a 306, but it's got a... You're more likely to get them to land where you want them to. No rules, so do I. Marked his units for lookout towers. One little guy. Seriously, man. What the? He must have just gotten hit repeatedly by these ones, and then it's just regened his shield back all the way around. Like he's that guy. How far behind is he? Everyone's been dead for a minute. He's still just, I'm almost there. Yeah, I was saying earlier, I think if you swapped out University for Haunted House in this run, it'd be fine. At that point, you'd be like, nope, back in the portal, see you all next wave. You know how a lot of tower defense games have the send next wave button? I mean, a lot of them don't. But, you know, just saying. There's universities, but it's too late now. At best, we could get like a couple of the crit cards, which isn't terrible. It's probably better than the other ones, though. I don't know. Let's burn them faster. No, I don't think it's uni time. Okay, we know the rules. It's still oh, look at it trying to spawn in. It's like this is definitely not a token Frost Tower win. Some stuff happening here. Here come the rockets. Yeah, the Tall Frost Keeps are on principle. They really should be going in here because I see the rockets get shot. I'm like, am I scared about that? And then I realize we do have some defense. And I'm like, nah. Look at the eyes. I really wish that when things like Beholders die and the eyes spawn, you get 3 distinct, you know. Although I'd be worried that if with an encampment run, you'd kill the sound engine much sooner. It'd be good for things like with the biplanes chasing them down. If you zoom in, you get that. I could add another tower somewhere. No, I'm just waiting for the. Towers are expensive now, so we're kind of just waiting for the tall spots. If I was going to help this one out though, I'd place them around here. Which might still be a thing. Although I don't want to kill Big Brain Oogie around here, we want to see him make it to the end, right? We don't care? Apparently we don't care. I'm going to build from the back forward, because maybe getting some towers up around these ones will... I don't know. Maybe it'll help us win soon. Maybe that's going to slow down the run. I don't know. We had one game that was, what was it? It was an obelisk one, I think, where we crushed wave 40, and then we just we added some stuff in good spots, and wave 41 leaked like 6 or 7 enemies. And I was like, man. Starry in the long wave at least makes the ones that take forever to get there not have as much dead time when nothing is dying, because then just at least a couple things are back. This one solo. I think it actually makes it longer because they're the last ones and they're not going to make it. And now they're going to die at the same spot but take 3 times as long to get there. You died once to Big Brain spawns. Did we die in wave? It was in the build every tower run. I think I died to Oogie. I think we just couldn't quite finish him off. Like at the base. He was if I could have been bothered playing in that last round, but I just didn't want to. I prefer it if my tower game locks my money in between rounds. I don't want to be able to spend it. Deep Freeze 3. I just want to watch at that stage. I like to watch. Yeah, I don't think putting these around actually does much, because you've got to hit something. If you hit something, it does a bit of damage. But look, it's just regenning again. Oh, we might kill a bat though. Oh, there you go. Is that mana issues? That's mana issues. You really do want to group them up. Because the thick blanket stops them in their tracks. Alright, hang on. Stuff's happening. They really haven't made it that far though. Look at the point, they're so slow. Right, when they get to even 90% slow, they're just slow. And they get frozen. They're all dying at roughly the same time, which makes sense when you think about it. And that hurts a little bit, but... and then these guys are like, yummy. Never didn't have it, wasn't even close. I know what you guys were worried about. This guy might actually die. Get him? He's like, nah, I'm not burning, I'm not bleeding, and I'm not poisoned. And I don't smell like urine anymore. Oh, man. Come on, get him a lot. Get him a lot. There he goes. There he goes. Oh, you're messed up now, buddy. Come on. Oh, he's like, I can do this. I've got regen. I've got regen. Okay, so it does speed up the wave a little bit. Yeah, the towers will level quickly when you place them down because they do so little damage. And if an enemy gets slowed in them, they just like, oh, ping, 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 ping. Get an experience. These guys. Man, if this map had done the exact same thing here, except gone up this way, you know, and then kept going, that would have... No lake. If we had no lake, it would have been a completely different run. Probably would have finished half an hour ago. If you think that's bad, wait till you realise there's a portal in the back. Wait, what? Oh, son of... Actually... Get hit. Just get hit once. Look, look, everything missed. And there's 2 towers here as well. This is why you want multiple towers in a section, because then you just get more stuff dropping that can do anything. The good news is once you pop shields, it can't regen. It's gone. But... We're gonna see how good Teslas are in triple defense after this. Because they got nerfed, right? Teslas are not that great. They're probably still just as good. Just more expensive. You hyped? Get hype. Are they doing any damage to him? No. He's regenning their shots in like faster than they can shoot him. Wow, good thing we don't have frost bolts. That would have really slowed. Oh, God, they actually did some damage. We want a map with 3 Teslas and ample ballista. The Tesla run I did before the nerf map definitely helped. I can't remember if I had 6 or 9 Teslas eventually, but the last 3 never saw play. Once we had the front, we'd only built up to the first split, and all the Teslas. I think 2 Teslas were in front of the split, like one here and one there, and they were shield focused, and then this one was armor focused, and that one was health, and then maybe another 3, so maybe I had 7. There could have been a third set of 3, but they never got past those sort of ones. They just cleaned up everything. That was a Tesla run. The ballistas were down for the same as this. There were ballistas around the tower and around the house. Actually, like this, the ballistas were only around the houses. Icebreaker 2, but I don't think it's good. This might actually do something because it's there'll be a nice little thick blanket there. Boom! Just popped a portal. These ones two are leveling up at the moment, so they'll get stronger. With a crawl. Okay, so the danger with the portals is the haste buff, but blanket's just so thick. Earthy. Awesome. For no reason other than it's the rules. It's such a pathetic little tower too. But, you know, gotta show dominance. What's wrong, Parzival? We're just seeing if the tower's any good or not. Some people seem to think it's a trash tier tower. I don't know who would make such an assumption. Do we have anything lagging behind? Oh, we've got eyes? That means we popped a portal. We save time by having these towers here. Yay for saving time. Adam Sims with the 37 months. Newt Newt. Do you too? That's right, dude. I think I got you. Ridiculously overpowered strategies. With the 37 months. Much love, Adam Sims. How are you doing? How is Selma? I saw that that beautiful picture of your little Barney too. Yeah, only free range natural leveling. Have not upgraded any tower manually. Only have ballistas around houses. Minimal mana banks. Your friend sent you a bunny stroller. Oh, I forgot to put siphons down. But then the bunny doesn't get any exercise. Okay. Take Icebreaker 3. I don't like it, but it's there and it's better than the other ones. I saw the one with Selma all tucked in. My first thought was that she was on her back. You know when dogs lie on their back and they sort of spread their back legs and they put their front legs like bunny paws? And then I'm like, no, she's a little dog. She probably doesn't do that. Plus, then when I actually looked in, I could see the blanket was flat on the bed. It took me forever to realize where her body was. Chloe does that all the time. You walk anywhere near her and look at her and she's just on her back, straight stretched out, front paws like rabbit, back paws saying, rub my belly. And if you go anywhere near her with your hand outstretched while you're doing that, like if you start walking towards her, I'm surprised she doesn't bruise her tail. She whips the carpet so hard. So excited. Gets big derp face. You get smacked in the face. Game's not lagging. It looks like they're making their way through here, but the blanket's thin. They get into the thick part, and it's over, right? Here comes a rocket. Oh. If I had the chance to send next wave, would I go for 2 or 3 at once? No. I would send another one, though, once this lane is cleared off and this one was cleared back, because this is the only threat at the moment, is this lane coming around the corner. So I wouldn't send another one until at least this guy's dead and all the things in front of it. But I also wouldn't want to put too much pressure down here right now, because then something could... So I'd show you when I click send next. Definitely wouldn't up until all these are dead. And then I'd have a look around here and it'd be like, okay, nothing down here, nothing here. I don't really want to send some portals into portals and rocket guys into rocket guys, so we'd still be waiting. If it had it in the game, I wouldn't have built frost towers out here though. I would have either built more in here or built a bunch sort of maybe here somewhere. Probably not up that far. Maybe up here, maybe like in here to thin that down. I'd be sending another wave either just before or after this dies. Probably now would be when I'd send the next wave. Now let's have a look at what we got going on here, because I want to take even a little bit more pressure off this corner. I don't want to get good value because I'm greedy. So the problem is there, it's a really slow tower and it's not reaching over here. That doesn't reach over here. Halves don't count. But we do get a good corner run in. It's just too laggy at the moment, yeah. For this sort of generation of game object, you need to be able to program outside the scope of Unity's base functionality. You got it, little dudes. He's bleeding down. Just turn physics off. Yeah. We don't need to check colliders to see if our snowflakes hit the enemies and do damage to them. Unity ECS is powerful. Yes, it is. I think I think in situations like this would definitely improve it. The visual implications of the snow are minimal, like so minimal. The fact that it's got a 3D collider on it is one of the biggest things. You could even be doing like I said, break outside of Unity's inside the box functionality and start programming your own collision detection, boundaries. What else would you do? That'd probably be the biggest one. I mean, swapping to ECS would definitely be the a huge boost. But writing your own base collision module and then feed that back into Unity's. Yeah, the damage is done by the snowflake themselves. That's why Frost Tower is such a trash tower. No kappa. Multiple Frost Towers is amazing, as demonstrated. Frost Towers on their own are very bad. Like, having one of them as a support tower is almost useless. We may as well take University now. We're going to get absolutely nothing out of it. Which is why these singular ones are just going up because it's a Frost Tower run. but it doesn't do any, well, apart from the short path. Pretend it actually hit the long path. The problem is because a snowflake has to hit the target to slow it down, it makes it rough. Whereas if you have groups of sort of 3 or 4, you've got more snowflakes falling, so there's a much higher chance of hitting one. And then once one is hit, there's now, and that one's slower, you now got that much higher chance to hit it again and again and again. Just use the tile RNG in the flakes for aesthetics. Yeah, something like that would be good. What I originally thought it was, I thought it was an area. So anything in there would be taking ticking damage. Kind of like the Tesla, but not with a pulsing zap, just like a general, you walk in there, you've got a cold aura. It's like got a cold aura, so you're going to be cold and being slowed and taking damage. And then the snowflakes were just there to be snowflakes. I didn't realize they're actually projectiles. Since the path is smaller, are the flakes more dense? Yes and no. It's weird because the more path a tower hits, the higher its fire rate. This tower's got a really low fire rate of 270, but it's 270 over, it doesn't go on halves, so it's up to these, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares. Right? Whereas this tower over here, which has a fire rate of 1494, that's over a lot more squares. But it feels, I haven't, I'm not going to take screenshots and count them and do anything. It feels like that the fire rate goes up by a greater value than the number of tiles. So you get a slightly increased density from a faster fire rate. 270 flakes a minute drop on the road. Let's go with no. Maybe? Huh. I don't think so. Oh, no frosty towers there. Alright, where are we chonking into then? Let's get that coverage there. That way we get that little bit more back home, but we also get to do something here. Yeah, RPM, I guess you'd say it's rounds, which if each of these is a round, usually it's, RPM standardly means revolution per minute. But it sort of gets used as a rate, maybe even rate per minute in something like this. Looks like we're holding in really strong. Rate is an amount over time, so rate per minute is amount over time over time. Ooh, yeah, that's a good point. That is funny. Like an ATM machine, right? Hey, so regrets on being first, man. Oh yeah, it'd be acceleration then. Just in time for the snow round, so we're... Both the dry and the wet, huh, Severo? Yeah, I'm waiting for... We're going to check these ones out to see if we get any towers. They call this build the Colombian. Okay, 5% chance to crit. Oh, we didn't get tower spot. Feels sad, man. You think you lied about this being faster than encampment? I'm trying, dude. Like, I'm setting it up to... Oh, those halves don't count. We're trying to get some damage here on the back end. Thinking I want to put something here though. Maybe. This is kind of doing something. Alright, looks like we're going to kill this guy back here. Which that's speeding up runtime. We just wanted to make sure we weren't stressed on this shortwave, and fairly confident with this thick blanket here. And nothing's even getting up here. Probably build a bunch down here, maybe. Looks like we killed whatever portal was here. Get him. Get him. Yeah, it gave us a 5% crit card. Which was okay. There's still a couple of non-plus-1. Yeah, there are, Dartha. Well, I got a beholder there. No, we don't. Hey, we've got the community day tomorrow. We're going to be playing these 4 free-to-play on Steam games. They're all multiplayer. You're free and welcome to come and join us. Nerds is an online, I think that's a solitaire. Super Auto Pets is really cool. Battle Royale is a Scrabble-based or word-based Royale. And Crab Game could be compared to a poorly dubbed Netflix Asian Hunger Games TV series. Esports are going to be in the Commonwealth Games. When am I trying out for the Australian team? Yes. Competitive rogue tower. What if they pick Slay the Spire? I mean, America's not in the Commonwealth, so it's not like I'm going to get beaten by Jobs, but he'd probably pull some shenanigans with his New Zealand ancestry. Longbows? Frostbolts, why not? It's a frosty run. Okay, here we go. I don't think it matters here. Let's put that up there. I get one there. So these ones are hitting the back line as well. Keep an eye on the mana banks. I'm not lagging, you're lagging. There's Big Brain. He's stuck in a little bit of snow. Front lane is thinning down, but we're going to get another Frostkeep, I think, here, just to get this little bit here. Remember, all natural, barn-raised Frostkeeps, no artificial leveling. If you're worried about getting some sort of residual hormone through, grain-fed. Hey, Upgoon. Yeah, the soundtrack is amazing. Hey, Zero, how you doing? What do you got there, Zero? So snowy on a brain. Big Brain. Let's look at Big Brain. He's getting absolutely snowed upon. He's actually, you know, he's losing a bit of shield here. That front wave is cleaned up as well. So first wave down. We've got Frostkeeps on every tower. We only have ballistas around the houses. And we've got a couple of mana banks, which is, yeah, it's holding on. We don't have any more monies to put stuff around here, but it looks like we've got a bit of thinning. There goes Big Brain Oogie. He is going to take forever to get around the map. No real fear of the spawns. So I did that last like 5 waves ago. The poison slow stays with him. No, the poison applies a slow on hit. I don't think the tick of the poison increases slow. But we can have a look. He's about to leave the snowlands for a minute. Yeah, that's just getting smaller and smaller despite the poison ticks. It's the application of poison that increases, that adds slow. We can safely say that's probably fine. So we can track Big Brain around here, see if he... So this is why the frost towers aren't good. Right? We've just got one here with a good speed, like it's got 1,000 RPM almost. And it's missing. The snowflakes are not hitting him. He's running underneath them all. Right? And if there was someone behind him, they would have fallen on the ground and they would have run over them. So you see how terrible one is. But as soon as you get two sort of in the same area, right, and you get a little bit of overlap, you know, or one of them hits. Once one of them hits, it's fine. He is smart though. But when you get a blanket, you're going to get hits, and more hits leads to more hits. This would be the equivalent of your more in Path of Exile. More hits lead to more hits. Where is he? We almost got his shield off, but he evaded the slow again because there was only one or two, like, there's just not enough frost towers. But as soon as he gets hit, look, like the frost is massive up there. And he's on a maximum 90% slow. That is the last actual unit. So the slow is brutal, but look how, look, it's wearing down. And remember, when the slow meter is not as big, it's not as slow. Max meter is most time and slowest. When you only get one little hit on at the start, you're only slowing them down a little bit. Wills is going for Oogie. Let's see what's happened there. That portal's just been popped. So it is just Oogie versus the world. I wonder if he's going to get his shield back. Okay, so we're in between the I and the G. I can just hear everyone chanting at home. Oogie, Oogie, Oogie. Oh, I can't regen if you have a status, that's true. Which is silly because you would have thought that, I mean, I don't know. It seems silly at first because you think if your regen is 300 and the status is only doing 25, it would just reduce like the apparent regen, but completely negating it changes the value from, like, it's doing 26 to 51 damage, right? He's got like a 300 regen. So effectively it's doing 326 to 351 damage. Oh, I've got an icon for the slow. I've never noticed that one before. We'll talk about the poison card, or the pop cards for the crit. We only had a few spare cards at the end of that run, but getting those would be an extra few cards to play. And it's only got 24,000. We've seen enemies, when we do the ballista runs, they end up with hundreds of thousands of dots. The frost towers are just not really applying the... Oh man, the ballistas are going to do all the work. Look how slow he's going. The ballistas are actually decent. Only poison stops shield regen. Yeah, they each... Whereas fire stops armor and bleed stops health. Yeah, we cleared the G, we're onto the triple O. I would have liked to see these tick at their own... These are tick... Are they ticking in their own colour? Oh, okay, they are. So the 51 is coming from here. The other ones are coming from the lower ones are coming from here. But they're doing shield damage, so he's taking... That's why they're showing up as purple, because it's shield damage. That's my penalty for taking slow instead of range. I think we do more damage with the slow, though. He's like, I can see the tower, I'm going to get hasted. He doesn't realise it's not just as simple as turning the corner. Welcome to wintertime, Oogie. We've cleared this triple O. We're into the double O. So what does he spawn? He spawns 3 eyes, 2 beholders and 3 portals. I wonder if that's randomized. And of course they're here, so he's not taking shots now. Here he is in all his pink pixely goodness. Hey Chromo, get the sandwich. What's on your sandwich, Chromo? Roast beef? I'm picking roast beef. Turkey. Tuna? Whitefish. Whitefish. Pretzel bed, turkey, lettuce, mustard. Is it Oogie or Oogie if you read the name according to English rules? Don't know. How is the mana, like, sometimes the mana, I don't know, I don't want to know. I think some of the game objects just don't calculate it sometimes. I think it's O guy. Yeah, Severo, that doesn't clear anything up. Oh, except maybe the gi. You have to pronounce the O longer? Why? I mean, Reddit is r/whoosh, so I guess it has to be an oo then. It has to be oogie. It's not r/whoosh. No, only if so. Speculation has it that they were supposed to actually go to 55 levels, and the missing Big Brain still would have been last, but there would have been a missing sea captain. Oogie, which would have been a Oogie. And they got snowed on good. One can also read G as G, only if the creator of it named it to be a J sound, but then the internet will argue over it for like dozens of years, far too long, and then POTUS will come out and say that you don't get to name something you create, even though we literally name our children every time they're born. And then they'll keep arguing over it like anyone actually cares. You didn't name your kids? Well, no, Mrs. Chromo would have, though. You don't get a say in it. You're the father. We did it, chat. Eventually. He didn't even get to see the last lane. He saw it across the clearing. Alright, so for anyone interested, in my tree, I only had Eviscerate, Bleed Them Dry, Slow Cooker, Kill Them With Fire, Creeping Cough, Slow and Steady in play. Obviously the banditries. University, I think, could be taken out, and then if you really wanted to, Haunted House and play the Seance cards could be added into that. We did have all of the new Frostkeep. And as you can see, the new tree is designed to look like each branch be identical in shape. However, it feels like some of the cards aren't being unlocked the way they are. Most noticeably, Blizzard, we had Conductive Snow, I think, by like round 4 or 5. We did not get range for the longest time, and it wasn't until after we played Frostbite 2. So maybe someone said maybe it's a bug and Blizzard is actually coded linked to Frostbite 2, or Dehydration 2? One of them, I don't know. So maybe that needs to be looked at if Blizzard 2 is unlocking in the game after Conductive Snow. Icebreaker is pretty bad. It's frozen enemies, not slowed enemies. And the frozen enemies can only be frozen if you've taken Deep Freeze, which is only 5, 10, and then 15. They're all 5% cards though themselves, it's not a 5, 10, 15 giving you a total of 30. It's 5, 5, and 5 giving a total of 15. Blisters did 12% of the damage. Yeah, that makes sense. Only because I think it makes more sense in that one because the long lane wrapped around the bottom of the castle, and they were able to get quite, like, those bottom ballistas were level 16 and we didn't up any of them. Other towers can benefit from Icebreaker, that is true. But you've got to have Deep Freeze in play, otherwise you can't freeze enemies. So it is a really small percentage, and they're only frozen for 1 second. So interesting, not good. Personal opinion on this, I don't like that these cards here are all now symmetrically, or not symmetrically, identically linked to a previous level 2 card. Previously, Blizzard was down here, well, let's extend that down, was down in the 4th row, much like Fuel Saturation is here for Flamethrower. It just got unlocked when you unlock the tower. I think having range behind +2 shields is not the way to go, especially when the towers, their rate of fire is based on their track coverage. And the idea is, as demonstrated, they're really bad as a one-off, but once you get sort of, I think, 3 towers with a nice overlapping section, and not sort of 1, 2, and 3 down here where just a tiny overlapping, you need them really close to each other. Also, being on +3 height doesn't do anything extra for ranged than a +2, because half track coverage doesn't drop snow and doesn't get calculated in their RPM. So you're looking at 2 plus, just 2 spots. 3 spots good, you get an extra base damage, but it's not as good for the range difference. So you're just looking at 2 and 3 spots. There's usually a 2 and 3 spot next to each other in some of those combinations, if not 2 of them. Probably the best tile is the one that does the 270-degree turn. It's like a hook or a top of a question mark. There's 2 types like that. One of them has a 3 spot on the right on the corner, 2 spots behind it, and then another 2 spot diagonally further back. That 2 spot, the one that's on its own, is the best spot, gets the most coverage. But you've got 4 tiles there that are getting a good rate of fire, and you'll get a nice blanket of snowflakes falling to actually do stuff. And then once you build out range from that one, you're pretty good. I like that you can get dots on all of them, but it does feel not so sure. Like previous ones, definitely the absolute 0 came from Monster Studies. Maybe that was a bug and they changed it and just didn't put stuff like that in patch notes. They did say various bugs, but I thought I hadn't played the Monster Studies and I was offered the absolute 0 at one point, and then I played the Monster Studies later. But the run was going for a while, so it is potential that maybe I played this absolute 0 while this monster... I don't know. But maybe it is now where both of these open when you play Cooling Rods. You need the 3 absolute 0s for the, I think it's called Slow and Steady achievement, or No Speeding. One of them's this one, one of them's the Encampment one. But anyway, yeah, if you want to like spam Frost Keeps, it is doable. Previously, we had a token Frost Keep run for the achievement because the Frost Keeps were really bad. They didn't apply dots, and they only had Blizzard, which was good. But I think they could have been won. I think the way we did this one, you could win not applying dots might mean you need more ballista support in the past. But it's not the past anymore, it's now, so... Like, we only had ballistas around houses in that run. Even around the tower, we only had ballistas that were getting house money. The rest, everything else was Frostkeep. So, and it was a good path, but also a different strategy. I'd been looking at splits and I was watching someone else play, and they weren't doing something, and because of that I was watching and I'm like, and then, I don't know, I had a light bulb moment. But I think part of that is not getting a turn 4 or turn 5 split. I think a turn 4 or 5 split, and you need to do something different. Well, yeah. So that's the Frost Tower run. Much better than the Token Frost Tower run. So yeah, it's good.